Hi, my name is Wilman Ziada, New York City-based director and creator of theater, television, and film, and also a proud FENIX Global Artist Ambassador. Today, I am thrilled to be speaking with the acclaimed hip-hop artist, MC, and actor, FLM. For more on FLM, you can read more about him right below this video, but in the meantime, here is a sneak peek at the amazing talent of FLM.
This one's for the East Coast, where my niggas with the 10 boost start the jam. West Coast, where my niggas with the 6-4 loaded the down. To the up north, where my Chi-Town cats that be holding it down south, where my cats with the candy paint rolling around. Yo, this more than some rap music. This a love song. I'm married to the trap music. Get your buzz on, sipping on that yak music. Put your glove on, this that Mike Jack music. This for them hoes in the West Coast videos. I love it when Dre poured it all over you. What you know about Spice One AMG? What you know about Ice Cube? Not a damn thing. I'm like UGK. I had a pocket full of stones like A-Day. I'm a space age pimp like MJG and 8-Ball. I love it when Yo-Yo say you can't play with my yo-yo. But what you know about Shy-D and Easy Mo? B, Cool C, I love Kid Capri. But what you know about MJB? I love Mary J.
This one for hip-hop, this one coast. North, south, east, and west, let's all toast. All block streets and sets, let it go. What came from the hood is now $1 billion flow. 6'4" from Lambos to L-Dogs.
Well, hello, FLM. How are you?
I'm doing good. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, FLM. I'm so excited that the audience has got just a sneak peek of your incredible talent. FLM, I want to know first and foremost, where were you born and when did you realize that you had this artistic gift?
I'm from Bushwick, Brooklyn. I'm specifically called Marinkin Plaza Projects. That's out there by the Bushwick section. The first time I really found out that I wanted to be an artist, as far as an MC, was I think I heard a song called I'm a Little Older, so it was a song called The Message, and Melly Mel was talking about broken glass everywhere, and I really could see what he was talking about and kind of living that in the environment I was in. So that kind of was the first thing that kind of inspired me to be like, okay, I see where I want to go with my life.
That's amazing, FLM. And what I also love so much about you in my research of you, you are not only an incredible hip hop artist and an MC, but I mean, look at you. You're a walking mogul. You know, you got your brand going and everything. Talk to me how the FLM name came about for you.
That's a kind of funny story. But when I first started rhyming, I used to call myself Baby Mac. You know, a Mac as a ladies' man.
I love it. Look at you, Mr. Confident.
Yeah, and then when I turned 21, I was like, I'm not a baby no more. So then that's why I turned into a fully loaded Mac. So that's where the name came from.
I freaking love it. We all need some of that boss energy once in a while from you, my friend. Yeah. I freaking love it. I'm also curious, FLM, you know, obviously these last 18 months have been tough on all humans, but especially artists. I'm curious what you were able to do during this time in terms of how were you able to keep your creative juices flowing?
Well, with me, to be honest, I'm kind of an introvert anyway, and I do a lot of writing, like regardless, even if I'm not recording. So if anything, it really gave me more time to hone into my craft a little bit more. Like meaning like being that everybody was in, you know, some people was doing shelter in place and different things like that. Once again, I felt I kind of flourished through this. So, you know.
Absolutely. And look, I've spoken with over 400 artists these past few months all over the world. And frankly, a lot of them are saying the same thing, that despite the horrors and the trauma of this time, that for them, it was an opportunity for them to actually be within their bliss, which is in touch with their inner selves and to create with no distraction. Yeah,
because you get so much time to yourself where everybody's going through their own little moments. It's like, okay, it's like a much needed vacation, you could say, and for the mental too, because you always got to realize the mental control the physical. So so once you gotta always keep that in mind, it could help you prosper, and move positively.
FLM, that's such a great reminder, not only for older artists or young adults, but for kids who want to be in the arts, because, we live in a fast-paced world where everyone thinks, oh, I got to get all the likes now. I got to become famous now. But FLM, what you're saying is reminding me, and I'm sure everyone out there, sometimes to be still is important. Sometimes to not move is important because you get to reacquaint yourself with exactly why you're doing what you're doing.
Exactly. And then they also have an old saying that it takes 5 to 10 years to be an overnight success. So that's, and like they say, sometimes the slow grind is better because like I see so many artists come and go where it's like, it seems like it's out of nowhere and then they have like a big impact and then they just dwindle out. You don't hear about them no more. Exactly. So sometimes I think it's better to, have the slow progression, instead of just want to be instant, like they say, you want to be the microwave wave. No, I don't think that's so cool at all times.
I agree with you 5,000%. I think we both can relate on the fact that we're artists that are in it for the career. We are in it for not only the career, but the legacy. I mean, FLM, you have such an amazing message with your brand and what you put out there. I am sure you're conscious of it, correct?
Yes, yeah. That's what I said. And then I'm well grounded. Like, I always have people around me to like let's say if I'm a little too outspoken, I have my friends like my best friend, DJ Big Dave. He's the first one to be like, nah, pull it back. You gotta slow down.
Pull back the FLM energy.
Yeah, pull it back a little bit, and then and then just refocus. So it's needed. It's definitely needed. Yeah.
But FLM, you bring up also a really good point that I want the young artists out there to hear is that we're in a business where people like to they're big talkers. They like to say a lot of things. They like to boost us up and then to tear us down. But to have those grounded foundation people that are going to not BS you 110% of the time, every day, every hour. It's important to keep those people close.
Yeah, because I mean, me personally, I don't like to have yes people around me, because once again, they keep you in what you would call like a not real reality. It's like you kind of like in your own, and sometimes it's good to be in your own bubble, but you can't be in your own bubble where you're just oblivious to everything else that's going on the outside of you, because then it's like once again, you short circuit.
On top of that, as an artist, you'll stay stagnant, and like as an artist, we're always looking to grow.
Definitely, yeah. Every day you're supposed to learn something new, and we learned that when we was in school.
I know. You also bring up a really good point, and I want to leave this with you. Obviously, this has been a time where everyone's been forced to go back to basics, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yep.
And I'm curious, FLM, and by the way, before I ask this question, I want to let everyone know, for more on the amazing FLM, you can read more about him right below this video. FLM, if you could give young FLM a piece of advice, what would it be?
To be honest, I would have said straight out of high school, go to college. Don't take that year off. As when we was coming up, we used to always say, "Oh, I need a year off to find myself." Sometimes you find yourself in places you didn't want to be, or you didn't think you would be. So, a young FLM, I would have said I would have went straight into college because I was into sports, and I probably would have went into business management, and so that's what I would tell a young FLM: go straight from high school straight to college. Don't take that year break.
FLM, you're an inspiration, and I'm sure people tell you this around you, fans, friends, family. You are not only, again, an amazing artist, but when I think of FLM, having gotten to know you just these past few minutes and also my research these past few weeks, you're a mogul. You're a future big time mogul with a brand that is beyond just your music. You have a message that is going to continue to touch all walks of life everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, because that's what I always strove. That's what I always like strove to be. Like like sometimes you come in this game as an artist, and then you learn about the managers, you learn about the producers, you learn about the publishers, you learn about the A&Rs, the video directors. So it's so many different avenues that you can eat from. You'll be surprised. So with me, sometimes I try to be a little too not what I would say. Sometimes I'm too self-sufficient with like, oh, I gotta do everything, and then realize you can't. You're only one person, so you got to like share the wealth and share the necessities to help you prosper in life. Yeah.
Amen. And look, I can relate. As a director, I was a performer for 25 years, but as a director, I always like to say I love surrounding myself with people who are smarter than me.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Because another old saying too, if you're the ninth person and it's 10 millionaires, no, if you're the ninth person around something like that, you know how the saying goes.
Yeah. No, FLM, I get you. Me and you can have a joint book on just our sayings.
There you go. Yeah, definitely.
FLM, God bless you, and thank you so much for your time today, really.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.